Hi guys, Crispy Dinosaur here, and today we're going to be thinking a little bit about how I play Search and Destroy. Now there's lots of different ways to play it. When defending, for example, or let's just take the example that's on the screen. When attacking and wanting to plant the bomb, you want to take a strategic route. I personally like to try and run straight for the bomb, and if I make it, you can plant it just like this, and it works out quite well. Other times the defenders are slightly more on the ball and they won't let you through. That was a level 9. Planting the bomb, you want to try and stay quite nearby. After planting, I don't like to run away too far. You might like to run somewhere and then get a better vantage point, but I find that more times I die when I do that compared to when I stay near the bomb. If you actually sit right close to the bomb, people are less likely to see you. Just like that, good example. And so far we've actually taken out 4 people in this round. Yeah, so staying close to the bomb I think is real key. If you run too far away, then there's more chance of you dying. Just hold the position. Don't run away, because you might think that someone's planted the bomb, people might look over and they might see that it's blown up. So when defending, I don't normally like to run straight in. As you can see, I mean, I'll run part of the way and I generally stick to the same area. I don't like running all the way in. I don't normally go further past the bomb unless there's literally nobody there. I'm always listening out for people around and for where the enemy are. Looking at the teammates, especially in Hardcore Team Deathmatch. Right now we've got the UAV up, which I've just put up, but normally when you wouldn't have the UAV, it makes it very, very difficult to find out where they are, and that's kind of where a headset comes in. If you've got headphones on, then it's easier to hear the enemy's footsteps, and plus there's obviously the perk that you can use to increase the volume of those footsteps as well. Hovering around the bombs, not running all the way to the other side of the map as some people do. I mean, some people like to do that. Of course, some people don't like to do that either. So on the screen right now we've got the Hellstorm missile. The Hellstorm missile can be really, really good in Search and Destroy. I always use it after UAV. You don't always obviously get to the Hellstorm because it's 8 kills to get it, and it can be quite difficult. But in this game I seem to be particularly lucky. This game was one of the best ones I've ever had. Now we fire the Hellstorm, it gives a good idea of where the enemies are as well, even if you don't get any kills. And don't forget, when you use those kill streaks, sit in the corner, because you don't want to get killed whilst you're in there, especially in Search and Destroy. It's such a massive pain. So also, another thing that you need to be able to do is to know the maps really well. If you don't know the maps really well, then you'll be running right down like maybe a corridor, and then someone will be just sitting in the corner ready to shoot you down, and you don't want that to happen in Search and Destroy either, because of the single life. There's nothing worse than running past a camping spot. I'm not camping here, but we really need to respect the power of the Talon, which is about to come out here. We'll just watch this whilst I'm speaking anyway. I don't like to camp. There's no point camping in Search and Destroy. There's one main reason I think this is. If you camp at the back of the map and you sit there and you have no idea where the enemies are, if the enemies are killing your teammates, then it makes it extremely difficult to find those enemies. At least if you're within the group and nearby where the people die, you can kind of get an idea as to where the enemies are after they kill your teammates. I mean, obviously it's not good your teammates are dying, but you still get the idea. Wasn't sure exactly where they were. Saw that little red bit, legs sticking out the wall and everything. And I believe, yeah, we do. We take out the entire team in that one Talon life. But they planted the bomb. I don't know what my teammates were doing at that point. It's always really good to play with people you know as well. If you've got a microphone, it's really good to speak to them and kind of direct them over. I was telling them to go over to the bomb because I'd killed them all, but they just seemed to be going really slow and they just weren't doing anything. So what you might like to do is you might like to follow the bomb carrier. Some people do, some people don't. I tend to gravitate towards the bomb carrier just because if they die you can pick it up. If they're heading towards a bomb site, you want to be heading towards that direction as well. If you don't follow the bomb carrier and you go to a different bomb site, then you can always clear that area and then make your way over. But I find it much more useful to stay. See, and this is exactly what I was saying. If you don't camp at the back, I would not have seen that person. And I don't know how they didn't see me. Would not have seen that person get killed then. I wouldn't have got that double kill there. Now sometimes you'll find yourself as the last one alive, and that can be a massive pain, especially if there's more than 2 or 3 enemies left. When there's just one, it's not so bad, it's more of a 1v1, but when there's a whole group of them, that causes a bit of a problem. Now, how I like to tackle the last alive is you just sort of hang back a little bit. You know that you've died, you don't want to run out like here, for example, I mean, imagining I was the last one alive, I don't want to run out and follow them if I know there's other people alive. So I waited, got that kill there, hung around just a little bit more. The bomb's been planted, so heading over to the other direction, you know they're not there. Whoops, we'll just ignore that. I accidentally killed a friendly, sorry about that. So yeah, being the last one alive can be a massive pain, and you want to really just sort of hang back, don't rush in too much, and you want to try and think really carefully and logically. I think Search and Destroy is probably one of the most, one of the games where tactical gameplay is really required. Without tactical gameplay in Search and Destroy, you're not going to do very well. I mean, right here, I've been playing quite tactically, and I'm 18 for 2, 19 for 2. And I haven't had too much of a problem, 20 for 2. Well, thanks for listening to my rant anyway about Search and Destroy. I just sort of going on a little bit about it, but I just feel like, because I play it so much, I feel like I should just give some tips and advice to other people who want to play it too. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more, and don't forget to hit that like button.